a week. It's been over a week. That's why we didn't do a podcast last Sunday. So I missed a bunch of work because of that. And then other than that, I just worked, and work was nothing very exciting. The sickness sucked though. Like like 2 Tuesdays ago, I had like a tickle in my throat, and I was like, oh, I'm getting sick. So I went home from work, and then I was deadly sick. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I missed work from sickness. And then Monday, I worked for an hour in the morning, and I went home. And then Tuesday, because I was like, oh, maybe I'm good enough to work, and I wasn't. And then Tuesday morning, I woke up and was like, oh, okay, now I'm over it. Like, I'm still sick, but I'm not like deadly sick like I was. Like, I was coughing. I would cough for like a minute, and it would be no relief from my coughs. And I would have to do this huge cough to try to like clear my lungs out, and then it would maybe work, but it would also be like, hey, my vision's blackened and I'm dizzy. So that's not good. And then I've been working with coughing and in the smoke, and it's not a good combo.
No.
So
it's incredibly smoky.
Very tiring. I've been going to bed at like 9 o'clock at night. So the only thing that I did do before I was sick, and I think you were on vacation for, is I set a record on my Samsung Health app for steps taken in a day. I don't think I mentioned this before.
I think we might have.
Maybe.
I think we did last one. But
it's been so long.
I know, it has been so long.
Well, anyways, 31,000.
31,000. That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, that was pretty much... Yeah, I did not do anything for these like weeks here. It's been pretty boring.
Yeah.
But I see that you've done a lot of things.
I did a lot of things.
Tell me about them.
Well, first of all, work's just been work. It's been very whatever.
Yeah.
I have not been enjoying myself.
That's work.
That is work, yep. So the first week that we missed, I was camping at Bonaparte Lake at the Spruce Grove Wilderness Lodge. Or Spruce Wilderness Lodge. It's not camping. We had the chalet. It had like glamping, showers, and running water that you could literally drink out of the tap.
Yeah.
Every other cabin around there doesn't have that. But oh yeah, it was the nerd group that went, which is good. That's like Ripsick and oh man, I can't remember their Twitch names. But another couple streamers plus Captain Caffey was up from the States because she is dating Birth by Default. So that's cool. That was interesting meeting her. And yeah, we had the chalet. It's just like, it was actually a very tiny cabin. A 2-floor cabin with only 1 bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And we had, the wife and I had the bedroom, and then there were 2 guys upstairs in single bunks, and then one of their girlfriends downstairs on the couch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice and warm. The lake was super warm. It was just great to go swimming in.
Nice.
We did a little kayaking around. And yeah, we talked about the game store a lot. Because everyone's there is a nerd. We played a game called, oh God, what is it called? Well, there's one called The Trolley Problem.
Oh, yeah?
And
How many people did you murder?
It was interesting because you could have... you had to have uneven people playing. One person was the conductor, and then the other people were split into 2 teams. And you had to convince the conductor to run over the other people.
Oh, yeah.
So you would have like a good card on one side, say like, a 2nd grade science fair. And then another good, and that would be your random card. And then you put another good card on there, like, I don't know, your house. And then the other team would play an evil card on there, like, Saddam Hussein.
Oh yeah.
And then you could put a modifier on there. So like the other team might put 2nd grade science fair, it's all human flesh. They all used human flesh on there as their modifier. And so the conductor would have to pick which truck to run over. And man, it was hilarious.
Nice.
The amount of cards that came up. And we played another game, which was super fun, called Bristol 1350, maybe? Whenever the Black Plague was going around.
Right now, I have
Europe. It's true. And it's a game where you can get the plague, but no one knows who has the plague. You can have like symptoms and stuff. So you'd be like coughing, but you're okay. You're just a little sick.
Is this like Among Us?
Yeah, kind of. But there's 3 carts. And these 3 carts have to try and get out of the city. And you have to try and like get out without having the plague while not letting anybody else have the plague get out and try and kill everyone with the plague. But then all the people with the plague are trying to like spread the plague. Because if you don't have the plague, you want to get out without the plague. And if you have the plague, you want to infect everybody or kill everybody.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny how it works. Everyone just gets dealt symptoms cards face down, and symptoms cards have a certain value assigned to them. And if that value equals 6, you have the plague and you can't get rid of it.
Oh.
And so like there's dice rolls with 2 different icons, a rat and a apple, and then 3 different colors representing the carts. And the more colors that come up, the more your cart moves, or that color of cart moves. So you can like re-roll the dice, and if you have 2 rats that come up, then you have like a mingle. And so you give everyone puts their symptoms cards into the pile, and you add a new one in there, and then those get dealt out again. So your symptoms change and all that.
So you could end up not having plague?
You could end up, no, you can't once you have the plague, you can't get rid of it.
Oh, okay.
Your symptoms can go down, but you still have the plague.
Oh, okay.
So you can like elbow people out of the cart. You can jump into the next cart in front of you, and those people can have like modifier whip cards and be like whip you out back up to your own cart. It's hilarious. It's super fun.
Never heard of that one.
No, it's a Kickstarter one. It came out on Kickstarter, and man, yeah, it's super fun.
Interesting.
It's super fun. And then, after that week, I worked, of course, and then it was like deadlines were coming up. So I was like, all right, boys, who's working the weekend? I need somebody to work the weekend. And everyone was like, busy.
Oh, no.
So I was like, okay, I'll work the weekend.
Oh, wow.
So went out to Lytton and worked the weekend out there. And man, it was hot.
Yeah. No kidding.
It was hot. I think it was like 40. It hit 42 one day out there. Just like working in the back of the truck. The AC just doesn't quite make it to the back of the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super hot. You're outside testing fiber optics in the heat in the scorching desert.
That sounds like
Lytton.
fun.
It was all right. It was
Terrible.
a lot of money.
That's good.
Anyway. And then, last Friday, we got the call. Lytton's under evacuation notice and evacuation alert.
Oh, good thing you did all that work, eh?
Yeah.
You're going to burn it down, and then you have to redo it again.
That kind of. Because, the one area we had to pull out from is all like, that's all evacuation
crazy
alert.
That they still had that on the schedule, even though there's fires going on. You think they would have been like, save your time.
Well, it's every year there's fires, right?
Yeah, but still.
And Lytton hadn't burned down again yet in a couple years, I guess.
Yeah.
Man, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many fires around right now. It's so smoky. Like all of Shuswap is evacuated. Like Scotch Creek.
Yeah, it's not supposed to travel now.
No, you can't go anywhere.
There's supposed to be evacuations.
So a lot of my family, like on my mom's side, live at Adams Lake.
Oh yeah,
and so they're all evacuated as well.
Where'd they go?
Here.
Since
there's more family here. Yeah, my cousin's just staying up the hill.
Oh yeah,
and my aunt's just up the other hill.
Nice.
Yeah, it's insane. I got a couple pictures Scott sent to me from like Holdings Road, which is where they kind of live off of. Yeah, it's just torched.
Yeah.
Just absolutely torched. It sounds like my aunt's house got saved.
Oh, yeah.
Like it didn't get burnt, but we're not entirely sure about my other cousin's houses.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's bananas. Yeah, everyone's just under evacuation. Everyone's coming here right now. Like even in the Yukon, like Yellowknife, was it? Is 20,000 people, and they all got evacuated. That's crazy.
And the whole province is on fire.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
My car died.
Oh,
as well. So we're having the timing chain for the valves broke a long time ago, probably from all the off-roading we were doing, which is why we got the Jeep, right?
Yeah.
And so I took it in to get that timing chain fixed, and they were like, the car's going to die eventually. Just run it till it's dead. It's an Elantra. It might last forever. It might not.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on my way up to Briscoe's house
Mm-hmm.
to do some headphone listening.
Yeah.
And I got downtown, got to First Street, red light, right? Start to go again on the green, hit the
Mhm.
gas, and it feels like someone's just slammed on the brakes.
Yeah.
The car just goes, "Ouch!" And I'm
Oh,
like, what the
crazy.
hell? And then it just goes again. I'm like, okay. So
That's not
I
good.
turn off into that little strip mall there,
Mm-hmm.
and I like listening to it. And like, it's just pinging like crazy.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay, because one of the valve stems was bent from the timing chain braking, and yeah, I think the valve actually broke now.
Oh yeah.
So I limped it home, sitting outside in the drive, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to sell this thing for parts and
Yeah. Right.
see
Eh.
if anybody wants it.
Oh my god.
And now I'm like, do I just buy another car just to
Oh, yeah.
tootle around? Because I don't want to be like using the Jeep the entire time.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, when you're that high off the ground, as you're just rear wheel drive in the winter, she doesn't do too well.
Yeah. Exactly.
I like having that front wheel drive low to the ground winter driving.
Yeah. No kidding. You're like the for your vehicle situation, you're like the opposite of everybody. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, it's like, oh, I got the SUV, but it never goes off road. Whereas yours is like only goes off road.
Only goes off road.
You don't really use it for drive. I mean, you do drive it around town
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything like that, but it's for off roading. It's not for just driving around.
It's
town.
literally just for off roading.
Yeah.
I mean, I love driving it,
Yeah, of course. But
and I would just drive it. But
a lot of
I
these
prefer-
Jeeps that you see are never off road.
No, they're
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, you look like you got the off-road package,
Yeah.
but I
Never
see how
used it.
sparkly clean you are.
Yeah. You got the winch, never been touched on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you could probably buy a beater for a couple $100 and
Probably.
do what you need to do.
Probably.
So.
Yeah, a lot of the people that I've been talking to, I guess not a lot of people, but I can't remember his Twitch name either. My friend Chris,
Mhm.
he's picked up a truck now. Like his whole friend group was all into race cars
Mhm.
for whatever reason.
They were big Initial D fans.
Big initial D fans, yeah. And so he's just picked up a brand new Canyon AT4 with the off-road package, and we went off-roading yesterday, but now his boss wants to get Gladiator, so I'm going to show him my Gladiator
Oh, yeah.
and tootle around and be like, yep, this is what you want to get. And now everyone's getting into off-roading and trucks and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So I might have some off-road friends to go off-roading with finally.
Cool.
I mean, I could go out with the Jeep Club, but they're always going out on like today, right now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's just not a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the only game I've been playing lately is To the Core.
What is is that the dome one or whatever?
No, it's an incremental. They describe it as an incremental mining game,
Okay.
but it has. I would describe it as if Yar's Revenge was a
Ooh.
mining game.
Oh wow. Okay, I like Yar's Revenge.
Yes, it's extremely pixel art. Like your ship is maybe 8 pixels, maybe 10 pixels, and all the planets are made out of just like a bunch of little blocks that are made out of maybe 8 pixels.
Oh.
But it's got like extremely satisfying sound effects and drum and bass music.
Okay.
So the first time you mine a planet out, you have fuel, right? And every time you mine a block, it takes a little bit of your fuel.
Yeah.
You have maybe 10 fuel. You use 1 fuel a second just flying around. So you get 5 blocks out of the planet and you explode.
Okay.
And then you slowly upgrade yourself into a block mining machine. And the whole point is just to get to the core, get the core, unlock new planets, get
destroy
all
them.
Mhm.
And destroy them.
and destroy them. The
cool.
upgrade tree is insanely huge. And you're running around with like $20 quadrillion trying to figure out what the hell to upgrade next. But it's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
take like $500 quadrillion to do so. It's like an idle game
Yeah, it sounded
where
a
you're
bit
dealing
like it.
with ridiculous amounts of money and ridiculous amounts of resources. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
The reason I was going up to Briscoe's house
Oh yeah.
was because to do a little headphone comparison again.
Oh yeah.
Because he picked up the Sennheiser flagship headphones.
Another pair of headphones?
The flagship headphones from Sennheiser.
Oh
The
my God.
HD 800s.
Do I want to ask how much these cost?
No. You
Okay.
don't.
These aren't the ones he had when he was here, is
No,
it?
no, those are the Focal Clears.
So, oh my god.
So we were doing the side by side with those two.
Oh my god, I can only imagine how
Oh,
much
man.
they cost.
Yeah, they're it was interesting. It was interesting because the Sennheisers, the Focal Clears are not the Focal like top end, but the Sennheiser HD 800s are their at top end,
Uh-huh.
and it was a quite stark difference
Oh
in
my
the
God.
way it performed. Like the Focal Clears are just pin drops, you could just hear them,
Yeah.
whereas the HD 800s they were kind of muddled. His wife said it the best when she described how they worked. Like the HD 800s are you're at the concert or you're at the party.
Yeah.
You can like see the party, you're at the party, you're not
Mhm.
really at the party, kind of outside. Whereas the Focal Clears is like you're in the party.
Okay.
You are the party.
So like what's the plan with them? Like ones he wears when he's running and then the others are like for
No, he's gonna send the 800s back. They didn't perform to snuff.
Oh,
They
okay,
sure didn't.
Okay, I thought he was keeping both.
We did a good long comparison, and I was like, "No, man, you're sending these back. These are not it."
Okay. I was like, wow, that's crazy to have two headsets like that, like high-end headsets. Just like, today, I think I need the rich tone of the HD 800s. Put those on.
Well, he found out that there was a shop down in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
high-end audiophile shop,
Uh-huh.
closing its doors,
Oh, yeah.
getting rid of all of their headphones, all of their focals for like extremely cheap.
Extremely cheap Canada or extremely cheap Australia?
Extremely cheap Canada.
Okay.
Like $2,000 headphones for $500 American. $2,000 American for $500 American.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is crazy, especially because it costs so much to import that shit to Australia.
Yeah. So picked up a new set and we're gonna try out the Focal Utopias,
Oh my gosh.
which is Focal's top of the line headphones.
Oh my gosh.
So we're pretty excited to see how those are gonna sound.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when he was here with those ones and everyone's trying them out. I'm like, oh, it sounds so good. And they're like, do you want to try them? And I was like, I'm going to put my little Samsung earbuds in and they already sound bad enough. So I don't need to like hear like Uber, like God sounds coming to my ears and then put these in. Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, oh, my $100 earbuds just don't stack up.
I know. I was coming home listening to music in the Jeep. I'm like,
Wow.
this sounds awful.
I know. I knew that would happen if I did it. So I was like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, you got to kind of like reacclimatize your ears to
Mm.
like not as good sound.
Oh,
You're like,
this is
"Oh,
mud
man."
sounds coming into my ears. Oh, I don't like it.
Yep. Yeah, it takes a couple days. Then you
Yeah.
can readjust, and you're like, okay, I've slowly forgotten.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. No, thank you. No, thank you. That's why you can't eat good foods either. 'Cause then it's like,
No.
oh, now I have to eat hot dogs.
Oh, hot dogs.
Oh, well. It's all
Yep.
good.
Yep.
That's cool.
Other than that, I watched a couple things.
Well, can I just...
Yeah.
Before we do that, you said you played To the Core.
To the core.
I played a few games. Nothing major. I played State of Decay 2.
Yes.
Which I've been just messing about in, and that game, it's like I can see why it kind of like was not reviewed very well when it first came out, because it was strictly just like a survival game out of the bat.
Mm-hmm.
It had a story like a bit, but it was kind of more just like collect stuff, build your base, that's it. But they've updated it so much, it's almost like No Man's Sky, where it's like it's changed so much because of all the additions they've done since it came out.
Yep.
It's like a totally different game now, but they've added so much that I've been just playing it and just enjoying my time, recruiting people. And they've there's so much. You recruit your little survivors and they all have different abilities and perks and everything like that. And there's like 1,000 different things they can know, basically.
Yeah.
Like if you recruit a guy and they'll be like, worked for a magazine company. And that magazine company ability means something to like some ability in the game. Like they, are better at doing a certain thing because of their ability from that.
Yeah.
So you're always looking at these guys that you can recruit, and you can find like these great abilities that really help your community out. So you're always upgrading that, and then you're upgrading your weapons and your bases and everything like that. So it's kind of grindy, but it's also really good. And they added in a story mode called Trumbull Valley, which is this sort of map from the first game redone. And the story is what like sort of takes place between State of Decay 1 and 2. So it's how the plague is, you know, changed up and everything like that. It's really getting me excited for State of Decay 3 whenever they finally show that off. Like they announced it, but they haven't really shown anything yet. Like there was a teaser trailer, but it was kind of like Microsoft Game Studios made it.
Yeah.
Not the company that made State of Decay.
Yeah.
So it's like got like zombie deer in it and stuff. And they're like, we don't have zombie animals. So there probably won't be that in the game, but who knows, right?
Yeah.
So I would recommend it. It's on Game Pass. I'm enjoying it.
Very good.
And I don't know. I guess I was sick in the head. So I was like, I'll play some Fallout 76. Like, why not? And I think I've been playing it more like it's just a Fallout game, not like an online game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, oh, it's kind of fun, actually. Just going around and doing the quests and like, you know, the only difference between like regular Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 is like there's other people running around or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's made to be kind of like an MMO where it'll be like, oh, we need you to go talk to these guys. And where are they located? Oh, on the other side of the map. So you have to go way the fuck over there, you know?
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool just running around finding like, oh, I found a blueprint so I can make a new wall for my base. And then you go build your base and design, you know, your whole encampment or whatever. And you can build it basically anywhere in the game. There's not like set spots. You can just be like, I want to build a base here. And then you just build a base and whatever, you know. It's kind of fun. I'm enjoying it.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you like Fallout, you might like this. The enemies are like, it's definitely MMO way that way where it's like, oh, this guy takes like 10 shots to kill. So I gotta like shoot him a bunch, you know? It's not like you're one-shotting. I mean, my build's probably not good, so I'm sure if I had a good build, it would be like one-shotting bad guys and stuff like that. But, you know, you have to upgrade your armor and weapons and all your abilities and everything, so I'm enjoying it.
I like when my RPGs have levels and you are restricted from going to places until you've got to that level.
No, that's not really this way.
Yeah.
No, you're not going to like RPGs ever again then, dude, because level scaling is like standard now.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't really like it either. But then again, when I revisit games with level scaling, I'm like, ugh, maybe I do like level scaling. Because going back to Morrowind is like, I keep dying all the time. It's like, oh, I can't go into any cave because I'm too low level. Whereas in like Skyrim, it's like, I'll go fight that dragon. That's cool. Don't worry. I mean, there's still challenging things in Skyrim and stuff like that. Like you don't want to fight a giant when you're level 1. Mm-hmm. But in Morrowind, it's like, oh my God, I get destroyed everywhere I go. So, yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I don't really think I played too much of anything. I've been getting achievements for Game Pass. Like Game Pass Ultimate has these like quests you can do, which gets you like Microsoft points that you can use to get gift cards and stuff.
Yep.
So I've been doing those every day, and it's like get an achievement in a Game Pass game. So I've been going through Game Pass games that I've got an achievement in and just unlocking an achievement every day. So I've played a whole bunch of games. But I did complete Ark. I got every achievement in Ark. And you're thinking to yourself, wow, you played that game a lot to get all the achievements. Oh, no. I did not, because the console commands work on Xbox. So I just used all the console commands to lock one achievement a day. It would be like, oh, I have to beat the final boss of the game. Well, let me summon him right to where I am and then use the console command kill all. And kill him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I did that. Yeah, that game sucks. I hated it. I was so pissed that I got an achievement in that game. I was like, fuck, this game is terrible. But now,
hey,
I got
now
every
you finished it.
Yeah, I legitimately
you killed the final
did it.
boss.
I legitimately beat it in the course of playing it for 5 hours. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides Game Club.
Yes.
We'll talk about later.
Played some Game Club.
Yeah, dude.
That's for sure.
Yep.
I watched some things.
Tell me about him.
Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
they rebooted Futurama. Not rebooted, I guess. They
It's just
added
like
another
new
season.
season.
They
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
up for another season.
Yep.
And it's
Futurama.
Futurama.
Yeah, I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
It was more Futurama.
Yeah.
It's like exactly like more Futurama.
Yeah, exactly. No change in the format. It's just more Futurama.
Except-
and I'm okay with that.
I think all the voices were there except I think
Oh yeah.
Hermes has a new voice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everyone else is like the actual voice actors. Like Bender and everything. Fry.
Yeah.
I think that's all the original voice actors. But Hermes sounded a little different to me. But I didn't actually look to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Everyone sounded okay, but could be wrong. The professor sounded different to me.
That's probably just because he's actually older now.
Probably. Probably.
But Hermes was voiced by Phil Lamar, I think.
Oh.
Which, I don't know. He does so much voice work. I would have thought he would have just done it. But I don't know. Maybe his voice has just changed and it sounded a bit different because he's older now, too. I think it's Phil Lamar.
Yeah, Phil Lamar.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
But
It was like, it was funny enough, but it wasn't like, earth shattering. Like, yes, this was totally like,
yeah, it definitely wasn't.
they brought it back and this is incredible. It was like, yeah, okay, it's Futurama.
Yeah. I gotta go watch a couple more episodes and see.
I'll probably watch
They might
some
just be
more, but
easing everyone into the weirdness. I don't know.
maybe. It's hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Yeah.
Started watching Hit Monkey as well.
Oh,
Marvel's animated monkey assassin.
Yep.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good.
Okay.
It's very gory.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. I don't know if you know the story of Hit Monkey.
No, I don't.
I won't spoil it because I think you should watch it.
Oh, should I?
I think so.
Okay.
Just watch the first episode and let me know what you think.
All right.
We'll talk about it later.
I'll consider it.
Sounds good. And then I also watched Guardians 3. I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Guardians 3's finally out for me to watch for free on Disney Plus. And by for free, I mean for $14.99 a month.
Exactly. Was it very sad?
It actually was.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Is it's very sad.
It actually was.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good as well.
I haven't
I
watched
thought
it.
it was pretty good.
I probably won't watch it. Maybe, who knows? If I'm bored one day. I saw the other two. They were enjoyable.
Yeah.
I didn't see the Christmas one, but
Oh, I haven't watched the Christmas one either.
yeah.
This one's kind of more of the same. But yeah, it's a lot sadder.
Yeah. I don't know. Like the Marvel stuff has been so like hit and miss. That's like unless it's something I have to watch, I don't know if I'll watch it really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Though the other two were fine, so
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know. Thor was fine too, but then you said whatever Love and Thunder was
Oh
terrible.
God, awful.
Yeah.
It's got its moments, but it's pretty bad overall. Guardians 3 is pretty good all the way through.
Who did that one? Was it James Gunn on
Yep.
that one too?
Yeah.
Before he left to go do DC stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even think we were going to get a Guardians 3 because they were, or a Guardians 3 with James Gunn because Disney was like, oh, you tweeted something 10 years ago that
Yeah,
was
but they
slightly
brought him back
problematic.
for Guardians 2, I thought. Or was
I think that
after
one was
Guardians
already shoved out or ready to
2?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to bring him back for Guardians 3.
Yeah, because then I think DC was like, yeah, we'll hire you.
Oh yeah,
Marvel's
DC's
like,
all about it.
Okay, we'll hire you back too. But I think he's done with Marvel now because
Yeah, I think
he's
so as well.
so much doing everything for DC.
Yeah, doing the DCU.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, see what it is. Blue Beetle.
That was before.
That was before him.
Yeah,
Apparently, that's supposed to be pretty good.
the trailer looked pretty good, but it's
Yeah.
weird. There's a Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah.
Like did you know Blue Beetle?
No, not
Yeah.
a clue.
Like exactly. I knew Blue Beetle, but like no one else does. But it's
Yeah.
also not like the Blue Beetle I knew. It's like a different. It's like It's like Miles Morales.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this is a different Blue Beetle. Like I think the Blue Beetle I knew was like named Phil Cord or something like that. I can't remember his name. Where this is like a young kid who's it's like Spider-Man basically.
Yeah.
So
Played by what's his face, who was in
I don't know.
Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah, I've never watched it.
Yeah.
So.
Cobra Kai is awesome. Maybe
Yeah.
not for you though.
I liked it when I liked the Karate Kid when I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of more of the same, except cheesier.
It's cheesier than an 80s kids action movie? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
god.
it's 2020 kids action series.
Oh my god. That
full
sounds
of
terrible.
memes and
That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
I thought it was good.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was good.
I didn't watch anything, I don't think.
No,
Just lots of American Dad.
classic.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny. Oh my god. Cracks me up every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Ah, it's just so funny. It's so good. It's Seth MacFarlane's best show
Yeah.
by far. Yeah, it's better than American Dad or Cleveland Show or his spaceship movies.
Don't you mean Futurama?
No, he's not Futurama.
He's not Futurama?
No. That's Matt Groening.
Oh, yeah.
No, he did Family Guy, Cleveland Show, American Dad. What's the spaceship show he does?
The Orville?
The Orville. And then his stupid Ted movies. Once Upon a Time in the West or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, American Dad is the best by far.
I see.
And if
Couldn't
you
get into
disagree,
it.
you're wrong.
I couldn't get into it, but
Oh, you should watch.
I don't think I've ever really sat down and watched
Like,
an episode.
It's totally like it evolves over time. It's
Yeah.
kind of like exactly like The Simpsons or whatever, where it was like the start of The Simpsons. It was kind of like the Bart Simpson show,
yeah.
but it evolved to be like, oh, Homer. It's more about Homer.
It's the Homer Simpson show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the way the American Dad is too, where it starts off with it's kind of like it's the Stan show because he's the American Dad, but it's
Yeah.
actually the Roger show. So
He's
as
the alien.
Roger evolves as a character, it kind of becomes the Roger show. So.
Yeah, okay.
But there's also like times where they'll do stupid shit where it's like, oh fuck, they added this koala bear for a while, just the worst episodes of the whole series. But again, like the first few seasons of, if you go back and watch the first few seasons of Family Guy, they're not at all like Family Guy is.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way American Dad is
Yeah,
too, where it's like a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
So if I would say like start watching it when it's like widescreen.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
this show's like 20 years old now.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Yeah, so if you start watching like the widescreen episodes, you'll kind of probably be like, okay,
Okay.
So, yeah, but I don't think I watched anything else.
Oh.
I can't think of anything. I mean, I tried to watch this movie called Hell House LLC. Everyone said it was so good. It's a
Yeah.
found footage like horror movie.
That's right up your alley.
It is, but I guess maybe because I was sick or whatever, I just was like, fuck this. So I'll have to retry it later, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
Let's slide on over into a business update.
What business?
The Game Hub business.
Oh, the Game Hub business.
The GameHub.ca. You can go there right now. You can check out the website and everything that we are doing.
Okay, what
Kind
are you
of.
doing? Tell me about it.
So we've did a lot of I think we've locked down the building.
Oh.
And the building we're going to be using is on the North Shore, just like we wanted to do.
Uh-huh.
It's not the building that we were hoping to get that was right on the strip. It's a little bit removed from the strip, but it is 2,800 square feet. And it's big. It's going to need a couple of things done to it. We need to do some more wiring. We need to extend the flooring. We didn't originally want to take it just because of its cave-like appearance, but there isn't really any other place. The commercial real estate on the North Shore is very limited. I mean, there's a lot of room right now in the Brock Shopping Center, but we don't want to be out there. That's too far.
Yeah.
That's too far.
And what about the mall?
The malls, you can't be open. You got to be.
Oh,
You
have
gotta
to close at 6
You have to
p.m.
close at 6 p.m. And
Yeah,
that's just when things start heating up.
Unless you have an exterior entrance.
Yeah. And all the exterior entrances are used
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
We have, I think, 95% of our marketing research flyers out there, and we're trying to get some more responses to our survey. We have a lot right now. We're not quite we're like a couple points lower than where we should be, because you kind of want like between a 5% response rate is considered good.
Oh, yeah.
And right now we're just about 4,
Oh, yeah.
I think. But I think we have to hurry up and just get on with it. And from our response rate, if we extrapolate our data into a larger data set, it just works out. Like we'll be fine. We'll be making money.
Okay. That's good.
So yeah, now we're trying to figure out. I got to make an appointment with the real estate agent to get back in there, to have my electrician in there to see how much it's going to cost to get the electrical done the way we want it. We've been, doing a business plan takes a lot of time. That's all I did yesterday was business plan for like 8 hours.
Oh my God.
Just sitting here typing away of like everything we're going to do and everything.
Yep.
And everything. We got a lot of plans. I went up to one of the competitors because Lorcana, which is Disney's trading card game, was released yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So I went up there just to check them out because I'd never been up there, and that's Tumbleweed Toys, which is Canada's largest toy store and only toy store now. Kind of only toy store.
Isn't there one downtown or maybe that is was that where Tumbleweeds used to be?
That's where Tumbleweeds used to be, I
Okay,
believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've got a lot of board games up there. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, lots of cool like educational toys and other toys, Playmobiles, Lego, like Gravitrax, lots of little sciencey, experimenty things. It was pretty cool up there, and they had their staff is fairly knowledgeable on the games as well, which is nice. But yeah, I went up there. I was like, I should pick up a couple Lorcana decks so I can get in there and learn how to do this kind of stuff because we want to be experts in everything that the Game Hub sells.
I see. Just gotta know how to play.
Yeah, there's going to be regular training for every new game that comes in because everyone is going to need to know. Everyone is going to need to know so that anyone that comes in, they can be just like, "This is how the game works."
Oh shoot!
You want to, and there's going to be a demo copy. You want to open it up. You want to have a game. Let's go.
Oh, crazy! So
Yeah,
you're gonna have to learn how to play Pokemon.
Gonna have to learn how to play Pokemon.
Yep.
I used to know how to play Pokemon.
That's easy.
Now I don't know how to play Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to learn how to play Lorcana. I'm not entirely sure. I guess Walmart would probably have Lorcana decks
Probably.
because when I went to Tumbleweeds, they only had the Emerald Ruby deck, which is Cruella de Vil and Aladdin.
Ooh, ultimate combo.
Ultimate combo. And the other combos that I know of are Scar and Elsa, which is like, what a combo.
I guess one good guy, one bad guy.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, it's a fairly easy game to
I
pick
wonder
up.
why
and
they
learn.
don't have. Why is there no like Mickey deck? Like that's a weird selection they did.
Yeah. I don't there's another deck, starter deck, but can't remember what it is anyway.
Maybe those will be expansions later down the road.
Yeah, because I mean
Sell
you
more
can get
cards.
booster packs and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like, I guess Elsa's probably more popular than Mickey Mouse now, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Disney's gonna have to start cranking out more movies and lore to get
I think
more
they've got
cards.
100 years of lore. They'll be okay. And they'll have like, here's the Star Wars set.
Oh,
Here's
Star
the
Wars
Marvel set.
Marvel set, yeah. Okay.
Here's the
they're
Star
good.
Wars set.
Here's the Alien set.
Oh yeah, there you go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, I guess now that they own Fox and all that kind of stuff, they got all and Disney and Marvel and Lucasfilm. They got all kinds of stuff they could do with
Here's the
Lorcana.
Maniac Mansion set.
Ooh. Day of the Tentacle set.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I'm into it.
There you go.
So yeah, things are coming along. We have a lot of competition trying to open up as well. And we're hoping we're going to be able to beat them to market. Yeah, and so the next week is just going to be business plan.
Nice.
Trying to get it all done. Because there's a lot of stuff to go through still. I thought we were going to be good after we got all this market research done. And I was like, oh, there's a lot of typing, a lot of things to consider still.
Yep.
So it's going to be busy.
No kidding.
Busy. Very busy.
That's for sure.
You also busy?
No,
What is also busy?
I don't.
Patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can get in there. You can throw money at the screen. You can help this podcast obtain its monetary value in real hard-earned dollary days.
Whatever the fuck that means.
I have no idea. That's just marketing jargon now.
That's some gobbledygook right there.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. If you choose to support us through Patreon, you get access to our pre-show content, our post-show content. You get access to this podcast early, which is tonight, Sunday, instead of on Wednesday when it goes live on the RSS feeds.
Yes.
So if you want to listen to it on your Monday day of work,
Do it.
do it. You can do it. Throw money at the screen.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah, let's get into some news.
Do it.
Shall we get into some news?
Yeah, do it.
Is that what we want to do?
May as well.
The news?
Sure, it's been a few weeks, but there wasn't a whole crazy amount of stuff going on.
No,
A little bit of stuff.
no.